Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bilal Consultancy Limited. Today, we're delving into a fascinating topic that plays a pivotal role in various fields: stratification. So, what exactly is stratification? Stratification refers to the way society is organized and structured into different layers or strata based on various factors such as wealth, social status, power, and access to resources. It essentially represents the division of individuals or groups into hierarchical layers within a society. This hierarchical arrangement can influence an individual's opportunities, experiences, and position in society. Think of it as a layered cake, where each layer represents a different level within society. Your placement within these layers can significantly impact your access to resources, opportunities, social mobility, and overall quality of life. This concept isn't limited to just one aspect. It encompasses economic, social, and power-based divisions within a society. Economic stratification refers to the division based on wealth and income. Social stratification focuses on social status, prestige, and class. And power-based stratification determines who holds authority and influence in society. Stratification is influenced by various factors like education, occupation, race, gender, and geographical location, among others. These factors intersect and contribute to an individual's position within the societal structure. Understanding stratification is crucial as it sheds light on societal inequalities, enabling us to identify and address systemic issues to work towards a more equitable and fair society for everyone. History of stratification. The history of stratification is deeply rooted in human societies across time and cultures. While the specific forms and factors of stratification have varied, the concept of dividing societies into different layers or classes based on various criteria has been a consistent aspect of human civilization. Early human societies often exhibited stratification based on factors such as wealth and resources. In agrarian and early civilizations, ownership of land, resources, and property led to divisions between the wealthy landowners and the laborers or peasants who worked the land. Social status and class. Hierarchies emerged based on birth, family lineage, and social connections. Some cultures had rigid caste systems that dictated a person's role and status in society from birth. Power and governance. Those in positions of power, whether through political, military, or religious authority, held a distinct status and often maintained their positions through inheritance or conquest. Occupation and specialization. Different occupations and skills were valued differently within societies, leading to divisions based on professions and expertise. Throughout history, various societies and civilizations, including ancient Mesopotamia, Egypt, Greece, Rome, China, India, and others, showcased forms of stratification. For instance, feudal systems. In medieval Europe, feudalism characterized a hierarchical system where land ownership, loyalty, and military service defined social structure. The nobility owned land, while peasants worked it in exchange for protection. Caste systems. In places like India, caste systems categorized people into distinct social groups, determining their roles, occupations, and social interactions. Movement between castes was historically very limited. Colonialism and slavery. The era of European colonialism saw extreme forms of stratification, including slavery, where individuals were forcibly placed at the bottom of societal hierarchies based on race and ethnicity. As societies evolved, factors such as industrialization, urbanization, technological advancements, and social movements led to shifts in stratification dynamics. While many traditional forms of stratification persist today, societies also witness newer forms based on education, access to technology, globalization, and economic systems. Understanding the historical roots of stratification is crucial in comprehending its impact on contemporary societies and recognizing ongoing efforts toward creating more inclusive and egalitarian social structures. Types of stratification. Stratification can manifest in various forms, each influencing society in distinct ways. Here are some prominent types. Economic stratification. This form of stratification is based on wealth, income, and access to economic resources. It creates distinct layers within society, such as the wealthy elite, the middle class, and those experiencing poverty or lower income brackets. Economic stratification determines individuals' access to opportunities, education, healthcare, and lifestyle. Social stratification. Social stratification revolves around social status, prestige, and lifestyle. It encompasses factors like education, occupation, family background, and networks. Society may be divided into distinct classes or strata based on these criteria, leading to hierarchies where certain groups enjoy privileges and influence over others. Caste systems, found historically in societies like India, caste systems rigidly categorize individuals into hereditary social groups, determining their occupations, social interactions, and even marriage options. Movement between castes is historically limited or non-existent. Racial stratification. This form of stratification is based on race or ethnicity, leading to differential treatment, opportunities, and access to resources based on racial or ethnic identity. Historically and in contemporary contexts, racial stratification has led to systemic inequalities and discrimination. Gender stratification. Gender-based stratification refers to the unequal distribution of resources, power, and opportunities based on gender. It often results in the marginalization of women and non-binary individuals in various spheres of life, including employment, education, and decision-making roles. Global stratification. This form of stratification considers the inequalities and disparities among nations or regions of the world. It involves economic, political, and social differences between developed and developing countries, impacting access to resources, technology, healthcare, and standards of living. Occupational stratification. Societies often assign different levels of prestige, income, and social status to various occupations. Some jobs are valued more highly than others, leading to occupational stratification where individuals are ranked based on the perceived importance or societal contribution of their professions. Understanding these types of stratification helps in recognizing the complexities and interconnectedness of social hierarchies within societies. They highlight the disparities and inequalities that exist and drive discussions on creating more equitable and inclusive social structures. How to develop it step by step. Developing a comprehensive understanding of stratification involves several steps. 1. Education and research. Study the concept. Start by delving into the concept of stratification. Understand its definitions, theories, historical context, and its various forms across different societies. Read widely. Explore sociological literature, historical texts, and contemporary studies on stratification to gain diverse perspectives. 2. Identify factors and types. Recognize factors. Understand the factors contributing to stratification, including economic, social, racial, gender-based, and global factors. Differentiate types. Clearly identify and comprehend the various types of stratification that exist in societies. 3. Societal analysis. Observe society. Analyze your own society or communities around you. Identify patterns of stratification based on wealth, social status, education, occupation, etc. Understand intersections. Recognize how different forms of stratification intersect and influence individuals' lives. 4. Historical context. Study history. Explore historical instances of stratification in different civilizations and societies. Understand how historical events and systems shaped contemporary social structures. 5. Sociological theories. Learn theoretical frameworks. Familiarize yourself with sociological theories related to stratification, such as functionalism, conflict theory, symbolic interactionism, and intersectionality. Critically analyze. Evaluate these theories critically to comprehend the complexities of stratification. 6. Case studies and real-life examples. Examine case studies. Study real-life examples and case studies that illustrate different forms and impacts of stratification in various contexts. Engage in discussions. Participate in discussions, forums, or groups where stratification and societal issues are debated and discussed. 7. Awareness and empathy. Develop empathy. Cultivate empathy and understanding towards individuals or groups affected by stratification. Recognize the impact on their lives and opportunities. 8. Addressing inequality. Advocate for change. Engage in activities that aim to address societal inequalities arising from stratification. This can include supporting policies for equitable opportunities, advocating for marginalized groups, or volunteering for social causes. 9. Continued learning and reflection. Stay updated. Keep up with current events and ongoing societal changes that relate to stratification. Reflect and assess. Regularly reflect on your understanding, biases, and contributions toward addressing stratification-related issues. By following these steps and maintaining a commitment to ongoing learning and engagement, you can develop a nuanced understanding of stratification and its implications, contributing to informed discussions and actions for social change. Benefits and importance of stratification. The use of stratification as a tool or method in various fields offers several benefits and importance. Data analysis and research. In fields like sociology, market research, or healthcare, stratification helps in analyzing data by categorizing individuals or groups based on specific criteria. This enables a more detailed and insightful examination of trends, behaviors, or outcomes within different strata. Resource allocation. Stratification is crucial in resource allocation, especially in fields like healthcare or education. By stratifying populations based on factors such as income, health status, or educational level, resources can be targeted more effectively to address specific needs within different strata. Targeted interventions and policies. Understanding stratification allows policymakers and organizations to design targeted interventions and policies. For instance, in public health, it helps in tailoring interventions to specific demographic groups with higher risks or needs. Market segmentation. In business and marketing, stratification serves as a tool for market segmentation. It helps companies identify and target specific consumer groups with tailored products or marketing strategies based on factors like income, preferences, or purchasing behavior. Predictive modeling and risk assessment. Stratification is essential in predictive modeling and risk assessment. By stratifying populations, it becomes easier to predict outcomes or assess risks within each stratum, aiding in decision-making and risk management processes. Performance evaluation. In education or organizational settings, stratification aids in performance evaluation. It allows for comparisons between different groups, enabling a better understanding of disparities and helping in identifying areas that need improvement. Policy evaluation and impact assessment. Stratification is crucial for evaluating the impact of policies or interventions on different groups within a society. It helps in assessing whether certain policies have been effective in addressing disparities or if they have exacerbated existing inequalities. Personalized approaches. In fields like education or healthcare, stratification enables personalized approaches. It helps in tailoring educational programs or healthcare interventions based on the specific needs and characteristics of different groups. Utilizing stratification as a tool enhances the precision and effectiveness of analyses, interventions, and policies across various sectors, leading to more targeted and impactful outcomes within specific segments of society or industries. Examples of stratification. Stratification manifests in various forms across societies, often based on different criteria. Here are some examples of stratification. Social class. Society often stratifies individuals based on socioeconomic factors such as income, occupation, education, and wealth. This stratification creates different social classes like the upper class, middle class, and lower class, each with its distinct privileges, opportunities, and constraints. Caste system. In some societies, particularly in parts of South Asia, stratification occurs through a caste system. People are born into specific castes, determining their social status, occupation, and social interactions. Movement between castes is traditionally limited. Racial stratification. Stratification based on race or ethnicity is prevalent in many societies. This form of stratification creates hierarchies where certain racial or ethnic groups have more access to resources, opportunities, and societal privileges compared to others. Gender stratification. Gender-based stratification results in differential treatment and opportunities based on gender. It leads to disparities in areas such as employment, wages, education, and social expectations. Educational stratification. Educational stratification occurs when access to quality education is unevenly distributed. Factors like socioeconomic status, geographic location, and institutional resources can lead to disparities in educational opportunities and outcomes. Occupational stratification. Within the workforce, occupations are often stratified based on skill level, income, and prestige. This stratification leads to different job roles being valued differently, influencing social status and economic rewards. Generational stratification. Differences in opportunities, values, and experiences between different generations within a society can lead to generational stratification. Each generation might have different access to resources, technologies, and economic prospects. Religious stratification. In some societies, religious stratification can occur, where certain religious groups hold more power, influence, or societal privileges compared to others. These examples illustrate how stratification occurs across various dimensions in societies worldwide. They highlight how individuals or groups are categorized and positioned differently within social hierarchies, influencing their access to resources, opportunities, and societal privileges. Conclusion. That's a wrap for today's discussion on stratification. I hope this sheds some light on this complex yet essential concept in sociology and beyond. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful discussions on various societal topics.